Let me tell you something, because I mention it a lot and no one believes me, but Razer, the gaming peripheral company, owns THX. Bought it from Lucasfilm. Don't believe me? I'll link to an article that says so. Or I think, fuck, this is going to be more work in the future. But yeah, so THX wasn't a big deal. Like when Lucasfilm like developed it for actual movies and soundtrack and the actual, just a way of certifying that you could play like a Lucasfilm movie or whatever, that was fine. But then it eventually just deformed into a logo that when you saw it on something, somebody paid a lot of money to have that logo put on it. And up until the THX amplifiers, the AAA 789 and so on, that's all it was to me. THX didn't mean jack shit. But if you ever see THX certified in a piece of equipment, someone's still paying a lot of money to put it on there. But you know who's not? Razer. Because Daddy Razer can stamp that on fucking any piece of garbage. And they have. Welcome to the RAZER OPUS Bluetooth noise cancelling headphone. THX certified. Where else does it say it? Hold on. For high, it says somewhere on here it says tuned. It might be on the website. It might be on the actual thing. Tuned by THX. Well, you see, there's a very similar headphone, which I will link in the description of this video. In fact, I'll link it above this headphone. That'll be the first link. And that's the THX Drop Panda, which was a THX powered, and I don't know if this is powered by THX amplifiers. I'm just putting this out there. It says THX, and it says certified, but it doesn't say powered. But at the same time, that doesn't matter. And I explained in the Panda video, but the THX Panda, Drop Pandas, are an exceptionally good sounding, closed back, not noise canceling Bluetooth headphone. And it doesn't make any fuck off sense that if Razer themselves, who owns THX, were to make a copy, and this is kind of like a copy, like they're in the same league. Why do you suck so bad, Razer? Why you suck so bad? Why you fucked this up so bad? So bad. Sorry. All right, let's get it. I got the midnight blue one, by the way. Having THX amplification does not automatically make your headphones sound good. If I plug a Pizza Hut set of headphones, which I have reviewed, into a THX amplifier, as clean and as low as the noise floor is on that, it's still going to sound like a piece of shit fucking Pizza Hut headphone. So, the problem that I have immediately with these fucking RAZER Opus is they don't sound very good. They're not exciting. They're very boring. And at first, when I opened the box, like, let me just bring you back through my experience with this. By the way, we picked Revy not because she's awesome, but because she's pointing a gun right there. So we're going to leave those there for a second. So I got the box, and this is still heavy without the headphones in it. This is chunk. This feels good. It's got a little strap. And you open it up, and it's got the magnets, and you're presented with like a signature from Min Lang Tan, the co-founder and CEO, creative director. And, you know, this is made to enjoy superior sound, a combination of high-fidelity THX certified audio. Still doesn't say it's amplified by THX. Still doesn't. We pull out this like frosted plastic sheet that says "Forget the Noise," which we're not going to be able to because the noise that this thing produces from the fucking noise canceling, that the hiss is just absurd. Then you get this like nice case with the leatherette strap with the snap strap. And it's not real leather, I don't think, but it's still nice. Rubberized zipper. It comes with all this. Oh, look at this. It's beautiful. What a presentation. And I just threw some shit in here, by the way. We've got a capped RAZER green USB charging thing. It is USB-C. I can't yell at them for that. It is a USB-C. Actually, it's a USB-C to USB-C with an adapter that is got a green head. So that's, you know, it's whatever. You're charging the headphone up, which these need more charge. It disconnected again. Did it die? I may not even need it to play, honestly, because I'm gonna do some shit. Here's a cable it comes with, 3.5mm to right angle. I think it just goes to sleep. Maybe it's just going to sleep because I'm having hard times reviewing this thing. It comes with a little sack. You can put the finger in the sack. If it's dead, I'm going to just pause the video, charge it, and continue my rage. But all right, so there's this. This is all this is here. The build of the actual unit. I don't need to be on for that. It's great. I got the midnight blue because I was hoping it would be like a color, and it's one of those Audi colors. My uncle had a blue Audi. My sister now has that blue Audi. Now she's replacing that blue Audi, and he had it since like 2003. And when he showed up with it and said it's a blue car, I went, no, it's not. It's black. And this is midnight blue, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's dark gray. It's a very subtle color. Let's put it that way. The build quality is actually very solid. Very solid. Like the weight's distributed properly. There's more weight in the cups than the headband. It does do a folding motion here with some hinges. Very smooth hinge. I left these in the desk on purpose, by the way, because you're also going to see not only I'm going to put a lot of competition in the description. If you're interested in Bluetooth headphones, whether they're open or closed, the MU6s will be down there. So you got this nice folding action. This is a nice soft pad, nice and wide, even wider than this. One of my complaints for this, one of my few complaints for this was that top piece is a little bit tiny. But I really like the way those pads feel. However, when I first got excited about these headphones, because I hadn't heard them yet, all I know is that Joshua Valor had already done a review, and I'm like, fine, I'll do a review too. And I made sure I took nice long weeks before I got to it because, you know, I'm not biting off anyone's fucking wave of passion. But these pads, and I say this knowing full well that I've touched over 200 sets of headphones to review, are the softest pads I've ever reviewed. Like these are like the eyebrows of a baby seal. Like a fat baby seal, not just a normal one, like a chubby little fucking soft, like, ooh, it's a little baby seal. Like it's remarkably soft. Like if I had to say anything good about the RAZER Opus, and I'm saying this, they have got the softest pad. Like I don't know how well they're gonna hold up. That's the first thing I thought of, is like, wow, these are soft. They'll probably be ruined in about a week. And I had them on a foam block, and sure enough, they stayed compressed pretty good. Because, I mean, you need structure in there to return to normal. And these don't have much structure. And I'm not going to yank them out. I don't think they're supposed to be removed. But they are, like, ridiculously soft and pliable. Like, I want to make a weird German porn star anal joke right now because of this, but I'm not gonna. I'm above that. This channel is above making weird stretching anal jokes. But these are soft. And my worry is that you have with the clamp they throw, because it's not a light clamp. It's sort of like, this is fine, then you got to get it around your actual head, and it's a little bit harder. And you don't notice the clamp because pads are so soft. But once these pads break down, all you have left is this ridge of plastic that's probably going to smash into your face. Like when you see a car driving on a flat tire and the rim is just pushing down it's trying to cut the tire off the rim. Yeah, that's what it's going to be in about, I don't know, 3 months, 2 months, 2 months maybe. You can't, it's one of those like, let's make the softest pads on earth, but you have to consider the consequences. That being said, you put them on your head, and those are some soft ass pads. Now, later. Noise canceling ambient button, because this does do an ambient open sound and a noise canceling setting. However, the ambient sound is only accessible when you hold the button down. What the fuck? I mean, look, on hand to God, Sony has the thing where you touch the side of the thing and it lets you hear outward, and you let go, and it's nice and convenient. These MU6s, you could do the exact same thing. Hold your hand against it. If you're in noise canceling mode, it opens it up, lets you hear the world. Also, in this one, which is better than the Sony, you can just set it to that mode, kind of like you can with AirPod Pros, where AirPod Pros have noise canceling, nothing, or open mode. Just like, oh, I'm wearing an open pair of headphones. Those can do an open pair of headphones. This, while it has the same functionality as the Sony's where it can let you hear, you have to physically hold that button for like a full solid 1.5 seconds before it opens up. Sounds like ass, where this sounds completely natural. The AirPod Pros sound completely natural. The Sony's sound close to natural, but like amplified. This lets you hear outward from like a McDonald's drive-through ordering microphone. And I don't get that. Like, why? 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 They did at least satisfy some of my urges as far as design goes, where the buttons are not all on one side. They're separated. There's no touch surfaces here. I don't even know if there's NFC to connect. That is NFC. No, wait, that might not have NFC. The Sennheiser 450s have NFC. It's been a long day. But you get your up, down, and center buttons delineated by having the center button be almost flush, which I'm absolutely okay with this, because as soon as you find a button, if the next button is lower, that's the middle button. I'm perfectly fine with this. I'm perfectly fine with it being on this side. I like a joystick, but you do what you can. And then the other side only has the 2 buttons, which unfortunately have very little change between them. So you sort of have to remember which one you're reaching for. If there's only 2, you'll know that down is power and that up is the noise canceling. But I wish they would feel different. This at least has like an up-down with the middle where you could just judge it, and this one does not. Here's your 3.5mm input. Here's your USB-C charging. There's your microphone for speaking, and that's the tour of the physicality of this. Yes, you can fold it. Yes, you can fold it flat like this. The case it comes with is decent size, is nothing else. But now we have to get to the other side of the coin, and I'm going to turn it back on. Hold on. I think I have to hold this button down. It's weird, because usually it's like hit the power button and hold it, and it'll go into pairing mode. Oh, we're back. Like, you're happy? Like, there's sound coming out of it. I'm hearing music. Is something wrong with these headphones? Like, is this pair broken? Because I know it's Weird Al's Trigger Happy is playing right now, and it's not exactly an audiophile listening, but I want to die listening to it. Sure, 1540s are more exciting than this. This is, if it's THX certified, it's THX certified as the flattest, most boring fucking sound I've ever heard out of a headphone. Like, it's way up there in boredom. Because it's like you can hear music's coming out of it, right? I hear music coming out of it. I mean, it's, again, but every single track I switch to sounds like the music was taken, scanned, printed, scanned, printed, scanned, printed, and then a softening filter and then a sharpening filter was placed over all of it. And what you're left with is the most flat representation of a black and white image of music I've ever heard. I am not joking. I've done the sound demo before I did this review. I did the sound demo yesterday. If you go to it in the description of this video, it is the shortest 10-song sound demo I've ever accomplished. It's 11 minutes. With intro and outro, it's like 11 minutes long. Because I couldn't stand to listen to this headphone through my Neumanns, through the other Neumann microphones. I sit there and I'll drift away and I'll be like, oh shit, it went like 1:40 on this song. Oh, next. Not these. Oh no, my friend. These headphones physically pain me to listen to for periods of time. I've gotten maybe 4 hours of ear time with them. Yes, that's not long enough to understand them. Oh, I fucking understand them. Trust me. Usually I'll take 5-10 minutes before I even try to judge something. I put these on, first song, and I was like, wait, maybe the button. So noise canceling and not noise canceling, and then you hold the button for ambient, and it's just like, the actual separation is not bad, but it's not good. It's not great. It's not the worst I've ever heard, but it's not great. These are way better. Plus the fact that I have to, ready, all right. Someone is speaking to me now. Now I can hear you. And that's if my finger's on the button. When it's just like touch the side, it's a little bit easier than if you're trying to like find the right button and then hold it. Hold it. Hello? Did it break? Did you die again? Are you just dying? I don't know. The battery's not holding a charge now, too. I may just have to return these to Amazon and not. Usually something if I buy like this, I usually yard sale it. Just say whatever the fuck you want to pay. But I've had it charging now for like, it died when I was going to start the review an hour ago. So I charged it for 40 minutes and it died again. What the fuck am I supposed to do about it now? I don't need to hear them to tell you how bad they are. I'm lucky I got through the sound demo. They are the saddest sounding headphones. And they had so much like could have been good. And this isn't like, oh, it's Razer bad. Oh, it's just a Razer headphone. So it's going to sound like Razer. This is not even like gaming headset bad. This is an appallingly boring sound. And when you put it in noise canceling mode or not noise canceling mode and ambient mode, it hisses. And it doesn't hiss a little bit. Like in some Bluetooth headphones, you're going to hear a slight hiss. And when you put noise canceling on, when you specifically put that mode on, you might hear a bit of a hiss in the background. This hisses all the time. Loudly. Like JBL 305P, like when you're sitting at a speaker and it's like shh, but it's in your headphone. And it never goes away. It never shuts off. It never gets less. The volume doesn't affect it. It's just, how the fuck? I mean, here's the thing. Like I said, THX certified doesn't cost them any money because THX is owned by them, so they just want to put it on there. I don't even think THX actually certified these headphones because I'm pretty sure they would fail the noise floor test. I'm pretty sure they'd fail it. I'm pretty sure if they put it on a measurement mic, it's like the noise floor is at like 53 decibels. What? Back in front of you, Revy. You keep an eye on them in case they do something stupid. These are an atrocious failure. The build is not terrible. The pads are very soft. Congratulations, you've made very soft pads. No one's going to own them that long. They knew they could make the pads soft. No one's going to own them for more than like a month before they're like, you know what? This is killing me inside. All my music sounds dead. And I want to die with it. So if you have these, if you own them, if you're thinking about buying them, first, don't. Secondly, if you do own them, return them or sell them. Or get a set of... These are a little bit more money, and they're open back. These are the best sounding Grados Grado has ever made because they're wireless and they have DSP correction that makes the drivers sing like a motherfucker. These, the MU6s, are definitely not as pretty as these. I mean, let's just face it. I know what pretty is, and the Razer completely pulls off that blue and the looks, and it's got a THX logo on it. These will shit down the throats of every Razer Opus. I'm sorry I got a little more descriptive than normal, but welcome to Z Reviews. I hate these headphones. Because they're doing things that like it's compiled an effort to just piss me off. To have a headphone with potential, to say THX shit on it, oh, THX certified, doesn't mean anything. There's no THX amplifiers in here. It would say amplified by THX. If it is, oh, hold on, wait, whoa. For hybrid active noise canceling technology, the noise canceling is adequate at best. And then it still has that hiss, which means it isn't adequate at worst. Wearing styles, 25-hour battery life, which is indicative of a very efficient amplification. Bluetooth 4.2, SBC and aptX, doesn't do LDAC. I really want an LDAC headphone. I mean, the fucking BTR5 has had it. It's been out for a year. It's only a $100 thing. Why isn't LDAC in everything? Can we answer this question? Forget about shitting on these. Go to the Hi-Fi Guide forums to shit on your Razer Opus or on them. There will be a post. Our mods there, the Hi-Fi Guides, will make official posts for every video you see on this channel. As soon as the patronage post comes online, you don't even need to be a patron to see what I'm reviewing. But as soon as that comes out, they make official posts for it. Pasta, I'll get there. And so you can go there. You don't have to shit on it in the comments. You could shit on it with a community of people who are just absolutely going to be, not argumentative, but informed. Usually more informed than YouTube comments. Although I love all you guys in the YouTube comments. But you know, these, and they have that autoplay, pause, stop, start thing. So if you're using it on your phone, which you'd probably obviously be doing. Oh, and another thing. Plugging them into the wire. Because that's like, okay, they sound boring. Maybe they're DSP corrected for that. Nay, nay. You plug these in with a wire, they still sound boring. They are just, it's like they put the most generic $3 driver in it and then went, we'll just fix that in DSP. And then they forgot to. Then they fucking forgot to. So I'm just gonna list, all right, the description of this video. We'll have a link to these somewhere. And I'll have a link to everything, fucking everything. Even these fees, these little fees, which are like an on-ear. Are built better than those. Built better than most headphones. These things are absurd. These sound better. Even the fees, which are an on-ear, sound. Everything sounds better than this. KPH30Is. If you have a set of these and you think Zeos is fucking stupid, and I know it's comparing open to closed, which I don't do, get a $30 set of KPH30Is. If they're on Amazon anymore. They're literally out of stock. I didn't think I could do that. I didn't think I contained the power to do that, but apparently I have the power to also sell at KPH30Is. So I need to get like a super suit and a cape. No capes. I'm done with these. I don't, you know what? I don't care if they don't turn on for the review. Good. Fucking good. It's one less minute I have to listen to them. I'll see if I'm out of the return window for them on Amazon. If I'm out of that return window, I will try to get them charged, and then I'll put them in the yard sale. And then someone out there can bid the appropriate price, which is like $41. Like solidly 40. They're definitely built like $41 would be a steal. Just don't listen to them. Just give them to Grandma. Grandma can't hear anything anyway. Sorry, Grandma. I feel like I'm doing disservice to Grandma, but fuck it. Anyway, that wallpaper, Revy, who is actively protecting us from the shit headphones of the world, is available for download in the description. If you'd like to support this channel, which bought these, by the way, Patreon money bought this shit. Patreon and Subscribestar both work. Both have the same benefits. $5 tiers get you access to these videos early. Some videos months ahead of time because things are out of stock and I just let the patrons have it. If you want to participate in the yard sales like I was talking about from the 1st to the 10th of every month, I will put up for auction 10, 12 items. You name your own price. Bidding starts usually at 0. There's very rarely that it starts higher than that. If you win, you're invoiced. If you're in the continental United States, I ship for free. If you're out of the United States, no matter where you are, I will pay half the shipping to get it to you, and you pay the other half of the shipping. And I don't think anyone's paying for these, but you know, something else maybe people would want to partake in. And then if you want to be in the, if you want to ask me any questions on platform, feel free to do that in the $5 tier. Just keep your questions short and sweet and to the point, and we'll go back and forth. Don't give me a book. I have to now say that because people have given me books. And if you want to join the $10 behind-the-scenes instant gratification Telegram chat, again, available on either Patreon or Subscribestar, you can do that, and I will answer your questions. If I'm not doing reviews, I'll just have my phone on me, and if you at me in there, here's my answer. I'll answer with my voice. I'll answer with a video bubble. You want to know, hey, Zeos, those Swan D1090s, how tall are they? I will take out a tape measure and measure them for you. You'll also know when they arrive, and you'll know my thoughts before anyone else on the internet. That's it. I'm done. The sound demo for these boring fucking pieces of shit. They're very short sound demo. The shortest sound demo, which is when I knew exactly the extent of the problem. Is because I don't usually, even bad headphones, I'll sort of like sit there and enjoy the music. Nope. Nope. That'll be out tomorrow. So I'm going to take up 2 fucking days in this channel with this pile of shit. I almost feel like I should do the sound demo first so you could all go, huh, this is bad. And then watch me shit in it the next day. But I think we're good here, right? I'm going to go move on to much, much better Bluetooth headphones. Today's Bluetooth day. Did those, Did the Sennheisers. The Sennheisers are, oh, those are great. And these are fucked. And then we're going to do either the Grados or the Fees next. And it's going to be fantastic. Those are. See you tomorrow.